What's up everybody, Dandy-Ass here, and today we're covering the basics of the Secret Neighbor Beta. This game is a multiplayer social horror game by Dynamic Pixels and Tiny Build that invites you to compromise every ounce of trust you ever had in your friends. A sequel to the single-player title Hello Neighbor, Secret Neighbor is about 6 kids who are trying to sneak into the neighbor's house and rescue their friend. But there's a twist. One of those 6 kids is actually the neighbor in disguise. It's up to the players to find out who's only a child on the outside and not get caught. Are you ready to break down gameplay mechanics? Disclaimer, this information and footage is based on the beta and does not necessarily represent the final product. The details and design shown in this video are subject to change before the official release. And here we go. The children need to unlock this very subtle basement door and get inside before the timer runs out to win. To do this, they will need to find and use keys matching the color of all 6 locks. These keys are hidden randomly around the house, and since the doors and passages are subject to the fickle gods of RNG, seriously, it changes every game. No one path around this creepy abode is guaranteed. Do you like carrying your team and taking down the opponent single-handedly? Too bad! Since you will need to throw stuff at the neighbor to free a captured child, teamwork is a must. So be sure to use that proximity voice chat and let your buddies know if the neighbor is closing in. Or throw them off your trail by framing a friend. Meanwhile, the neighbor, who is randomly selected by the way, must either wait out the timer or capture every child before they get into the basement. Since the first option is kinda dull, and since you're obviously the sinister tactical mastermind of deception amongst your friends, you're going for option number 2. You can shift between your unassuming child and creepy adult forms quicker than you can say Shazam, and are the only player who is able to open and close the gates on the map. Using a combination of these skills, map control, deception, or just going full on Rambo and charging the kids, you'll have no trouble slapping those kids on milk cartons. The kids literally turn into mannequins and then burst into a bunch of missing posters when you capture them. That's so messed up. So do all the kids have the same boring base stats and abilities? Hell no! This isn't Dead by This isn't a different but equally enjoyable PvP horror game. These kids got class. And by that I mean they have different classes. This is the Bagger. He's your basic tank / pack mule class. He can carry more items than the other children and takes less fall damage. He may also steal your lunch, but that's his secret, Captain. Hefty kids are tougher to kidnap. Say hello to Brave. She's a tomboy with attitude and chutzpah. Want proof? She's the only child that has the ability to escape the neighbor's grasp all by herself. Let's see your kid do that. Next, we have the Detective. Now don't let his feeble bookish appearance fool you. He's gifted with a mysterious, magical camera. It shows pictures of a random key's general location, greatly simplifying the search. I would question the science of this camera, but this game has full-grown men transforming into children and clowns bursting into snakes, so... yeah. Need some tinkering done? Call the inventor! He can craft useful items from gears and can even learn to activate the neighbor's gates. Yeah, I know I said before only the neighbor could use them. I lied! Mastermind of deception. Remember? Coming up next is the Leader. Excellent at giving orders and looking stylish, she can put a spring in everyone's step, increasing the movement speed of all children close to her for a short time. And finally, we have the Scout. This Girl Scout isn't selling cookies. Instead, she's packing a slingshot that can give her a permanent boost to movement speed. If she's accurate with it, of course. Be prepared indeed, Scout. Of course, being the neighbor wouldn't be as much fun if you couldn't play dress up with him, so he comes with a couple outfits of his own, each with their own perks. This plain Jane neighbor isn't much to look at, except for that chin. Holy crap, you could crack open coconuts with that thing. But he can lay traps, disguise himself as other children, username included with proof of purchase, and enter into an unstoppable rage after blocking hits. And I'll be honest, I still don't know exactly what that does. Definitely the outfit to use when you want to play those juicy mind games, or just try and give your friends an identity crisis. Would you like a helium-filled balloon? Sadly, the clown can only fill you with terror. Okay, not my best joke. Sue me. The clown has toxic smoke bombs, can blind children who escape his clutches, and can disguise himself as common household items.
In Soviet Russia, prop hunt you.
Do stealthy jump scare plays with some crowd control strength sound like fun to you? Grab yourself a unicycle and take those kids to the circus. And those are the basics to get you started on Secret Neighbor Beta. But since I love you so much, I've got some last second tips before I go. Learn the house layout. While doors and gates randomly generate, the rooms themselves stay rooted in the same spots. Memorize these locations if you don't want to get lost, like I did, for hours. Stick together! If you're alone when the neighbor pops in for supper, yeah, you're probably toast. Unless you are absolutely sure the guy with you isn't the neighbor, travel in groups of 3 or more. Always carry at least one item. Having items you can chuck as weapons is important for both children and the neighbor, so keep those pockets full. And last but not least,
cardboard boxes are apparently the most bountiful and mighty weapons gifted you by the sons of Odin, that you may smite your enemy with waves of spam attacks and stun locks.
And that's all I got for Secret Neighbor Beta. It will last until August 19th, so don't miss out. Download the free beta with your friends and let's find out what this creep's got in his basement. If you enjoyed the video, don't forget to like, subscribe, all that jazz. Okay, thanks. Bye!